It's pretty much fundamentals. Just keep our eyes on our keys and being disciplined.
You talked after the game. You said the idea was to give their receivers a little bit of space. You played loosely for the most part. Did it work? Or did you give them too much respect?
I mean, we could have played tighter in certain situations, but for the most part, we pretty much, our game plan, that was what we wanted to do, and we played off coverage.
It was just a case then of maybe some missed assignments, missed tackles, that sort of
Yeah,
thing?
that most likely just missed tackles and just fundamental stuff.
Why was the game plan off coverage?
I don't know. That's what worked. They run kind of like cross patterns, and it'd be hard. A lot of pick routes and stuff like that, and guys get picked up.
Generally, go ahead, Jerry.
The idea with them was to tackle the ball, you know?
Yeah.
And that didn't always happen, I
Yeah.
guess.
Generally, what can you guys learn about yourselves from playing against an offense with that much talent?
Just tackle. Just can't let them get any extra yardage, and just be in the right place at the right time in terms of zones.
With all the talk about fundamentals, then, is it good to have 12 days, between games here?
Definitely. Our coaches is on us now. We a lot more tackling, a lot more discipline, stuff like that. Eyes on our keys, and most likely. Yeah.
Have they gone particularly hard this week, or in these days after the game, have they tried to push a little bit harder, got a little more physical in practice?
Yeah, it's definitely got physical, especially senior leaders. We're starting to talk up a little bit, and guys just already know what they need to do.
I know you guys, you sort of touched on it, playing a little more zone coverage this year, whereas last year you were pretty much all man-to-man. Maybe it's the transition a little bit harder than you guys maybe anticipated, or?
No, I don't think it transition. We played pretty much kind of the same defense a little bit than last year, but zone coverage is zone. You just everybody got to be real disciplined and learn how to pick up routes.
Is it comforting in any way, even though you have some tough opponents coming up, that you may not see a team that explosive the rest of the way?
It's definitely a game to learn from. I'll tell you that much. For the first game, it's a lot to learn from, and I think we got to pick it up.
Do you see the coaches changing things during this break, either scheme-wise or personnel-wise?
We scheme the teams, so whatever the scheme is this week for them, that's how we're going to play them.
Okay, when coming into the season, the secondary is considered the strongest, most experienced part of the team, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any kind of feeling of vindication, like we're going to show people that we really are good in the next couple of weeks?
Yeah, it's that put a little chip on our shoulders to pick it up. Like, we got to really step up and make plays.
Do you take something away from the fact that you guys, your first two games last year started off a little bit slow defensively too, and then obviously picked it up?
Yeah, first game is always going to be the first game. It's going to be some mishaps, some people misreading their keys, but I think we're going to build off this game, and our defense is going to pick it up.
What was your impression of some of the young guys that got their first playing time in the secondary on Monday night?
Most guys, those young guys, they was doing their thing. They stayed locked in on their keys, and I think they did a good job.
Misreading the keys in was a bigger problem than anything else?
Yeah, I would say.
Rather than getting beat physically, that was it.
Yeah, we tackle. We just missed a lot of tackles. That's what it was. Just missed way too many tackles.
All right, thank you.